Belgium. Always seems to happen here. Don't know what the problem is, but I've collected in Schiphol this morning. Couldn't really see the point in filming anything because it's all been filmed already. It's sort of day 2 of my week. It's Thursday. I have Monday and Tuesday off, so just on my way back to England now, but then possibly working on at the weekend. That's why I've had the time off, and I can see blue lights coming down here now. There's a bike or a car or what? I presume it's probably an accident then. I think it's a bike. Yeah, it's a bike. That's right, squeeze through here then. Oh dear. So, I was just on the phone there, that's why it was quiet up until now. So come off at junction 1 there, and this is not the old road as such, because just after there I could see it queuing, and my good mate Richard Warren phoned me up earlier and told me he was sat in a big queue there, which is where I filmed the other week, where you put in for your COVID testing if you want it done. I don't need it done, so I'm coming through here to skip all that queue and try and make a bit of time up from that whatever it was on the Belgian motorway. I think it had been a crash or something. They're just clearing up. It had all sort of gone pretty much by the time I got to wherever it was. So that's the old border sort of crossing. Now into France. I'm looking forward to getting to the tunnel because I could do with the latrine. Do a little snack as well. I'm getting a bit peckish. I haven't got nothing in the vehicle to eat. I've bought some jars of pickled onions to take with me, and I've forgotten. Give me some good breath, wouldn't it? That'll please the dogs. It's quite nice getting off the motorway as well and doing something slightly different. Fancy a croissant. Might see what time we get to the tunnel, because there is a shop there. I might just nip in and grab something. I don't know. I've booked on the 4:20, I think it is, and it's now 20 to 3. So I should hopefully be alright. We'll see. I mean, I come back in Friday. I got there at about 5 o'clock. I just missed the 5:20, so it put me on the 6:20 because I had a Flexi Plus booking. I missed that, and I missed the next one because the queue was so big just to get through the French and English checks. Well, it wasn't a particularly big queue; it was just ridiculously slow. I don't know what the problem was. Infuriating. Missed 2 trains. Oh, there we go. So I didn't get back till really late. So, just like that, we'll be back on the motorway. Much better than sitting in a massive great queue for absolutely no reason. Friday night, and shipping out off to Frankfurt. I'll be honest, I don't know what I don't know what boat this is. Well, P&O, but you've got stuff spun around. The police. Don't know what's going on? Don't really care, as long as I'm going to get me food. So off to Frankfurt to load tomorrow morning and come straight back in. It's now, well, the sailing's at 5:30 this afternoon, so that'll do. Right, let's turn this off so I can go and get some scran. Well, it's far from sunny and lovely, although I do believe that it's meant to snow. I think tomorrow, but maybe today. Here in Germany and at home, I really hope it doesn't, because I've had enough of it. I've just left my dwelling for last night. Now on my way around to the animal reception centre. I'm going to be a bit early, but I'd rather be around there. Rather be around there early and it be done, rather than, you know, never know, might be cleared and ready to go quicker than what I realise. Make my merry way back to Anglais. I thought I was going to sleep right through till my alarm went off, but I was awake by 8 o'clock, which is quite annoying as I got in the room a bit gone 1 o'clock in the morning, but there we go, obviously didn't need any more sleep. Brilliant junction for me. As I came down last night, I went right past, went around Brussels, and just reminded me last time we were there a couple of years ago, there's a little bar just sort of opposite the stadium, and we'd gone across there for a drink, and all of a sudden, all these police cars turned up. There's about 4 of them, and they all wandered in and were like, oh blooming heck, you know, what's going on here? But they're just doing their sort of regular checks that everyone was licensed and all this, that and the other, but I thought someone had been really kicking off or something. I did think about doing a little bit of geocaching this morning, but it's raining. And Frankfurt's quite a regular one, apparently, so I dare say I'll be back. giant concrete structures to keep the noise in, I guess. Right, forgot to set that going. It's now blooming 12 o'clock. Finally got the pooch. I don't know if you can actually hear that in the background, but he's quite excited, to say the least. Hope he'll calm down. So yeah, just now head back for the train. I'll stop in a couple of hours and just get him out and stretch his legs and grab myself a quick snack. And get back to England. Whilst I was waiting, there's a Shell garage up here, so I went and filled up with diesel, so I ain't got to faff about with that at least. It's a shame it's chucking it down. But there we go. At least we're sort of straight back on the motorway here and get cracking. I have to play the old music quite loud to drown him out. Auf Wiedersehen, Frankfurt. Ja. Well, this is just what you want at 4 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, isn't it? This is a Brussels Ring Road. Been queuing for about 10 minutes or so. It's typical, isn't it? I did have a look on the map and there's no real way around it, because there's only a couple of K till I come off and head back up towards Ostend and Calais. So I just got to sort of grin and bear it, really. Yeah, I think there's been a crash somewhere. It's probably all gone. Well, it's a very wintry Sunday morning, as you can see, although this was forecast. So I'm just heading down the M20 down towards Dover to get the ferry out again. And as it's daylight, I thought I'd finally get around to filming what the poor souls and the trucks have got to go through at the moment. Although this won't give a very good outlook on it, to be honest. But so if you're in a truck, you've got to stay in this lane to come off, providing you've got your Kent access permit, otherwise you get a fine, and all your paperwork, I believe, is in order. Although looking at the site, it's a bit of a job to see with the signs covered in snow at the moment. And it's just miles and miles and miles of queues of cones. There can be queues, but not today, thankfully. average speed of 50 miles an hour all the way down to Ashford, which is pretty soul destroying, and coming the other way as well, which is really frustrating. I'm presuming at some point they'll come up with a better system. I don't know, but surely they're not just going to leave this forevermore like this. You'd like to think. But knowing the British, it probably will be. So I'm just hoping this isn't going to get much worse. My mate Joey sent me a WhatsApp photo this morning whilst I was waiting to get my COVID test. He's coming down through Germany at the moment, and there's a lot of snow up the top there, but I'm going sort of south-ish, so I'm hoping it's not too bad, but we'll see. I mean, luckily for me, I've got time on my side as such. Well, I have, but so yeah, trucks have to come off there and then come back on, and then they'll meet their first checkpoint. And I think it's in I think it might even be 30 miles an hour all the way down to the next one, and then the next one. And the DVSA have got rich pickings because they can just sit there and pluck them off as they choose. So there's the first checkpoint. Miles an hour all the way down there. Blimey. That van has another CDP, as my mate calls them. I'm not going to say on here what that stands for. That's for another day. If we stood having a pint somewhere, oh, what a thought that is, eh? To actually just be able to stand at a bar and have a pint. This isn't looking good, is it? Well, there we go. I don't think I'm far away from truck's next checkpoint, so I'll start the camera again, but I've been toddling down the M20 for, I don't know, over 5 minutes, you know, just sat here. Oh, God. Hopefully this leads off. Glad. Well, basically I didn't set an alarm this morning. I just thought I'll wake up when I wake up and I'll just get going. If I get a lay-in, I get a lay-in. It's sort of like no mad pressure, and I woke up about 7:30 I think it was. And I'm looking at this lot, I'm quite glad actually that I've got up and got going before all the Sunday drivers come out and cause carnage. Right, so here coming up is the next checkpoint for the trucks. Or not. Here is a breakdown. just seems to go on forever and ever and ever. So here is the next checkpoint coming up. I've not actually, I know a few people who've been through it, but I don't actually know what all the procedure is and why you get stopped here. And to be honest, the chance of me taking a truck abroad at the moment are so slim anyway. By the time I maybe do, then it'll probably all have changed anyway. Yeah, so they come down here and then come back on at Ashford, or what they do really. What I should have done is get into the business of manufacturing road cones. I think would have made a fortune. Is what Operation Brock looks like, thankfully from the other side. Not too much further down to Dover, and then get a ferry, see what sort of time we're off. Pole position again on the ferry, super job. I just thought I'd film the link, join up the link span. I was debating whether to get down there and get the collection done tonight, because it was meant to all been cleared, but I had a message whilst I was on the ferry saying that there's been an issue. It's not a major one, but it needs redoing basically, so it's not going to be till 7-8 o'clock in the morning, so that's made that decision for me. So just a gentle toddle down to Frankfurt. I mean, it's about a 5-hour drive anyway, so you know, I'm not going to be down there till near on 9 o'clock, plus I'll have to stop for some diesel and maybe get some food, so I can just get down to the hotel and book in and chill out, and then, you know, get up in the morning and get round there and start getting back, because I have to then come back in to go down to customs again. So I mean, Germany's really snowbound. So what was it? What are we on? Sunday the 7th of February 2021, just for nostalgia's sake. Hopefully it ain't too bad heading where I am and heading south, but we'll see. It's looking really snowy here further up north. I'm just hoping to avoid it all. Oh, so here we go.